situation. You may find that humor helps you cope with the challenges you are dealing with in the present. Your lighthearted and whimsical mood can bolster your spirits and ensure you maintain an attitude of hope, while also giving those around you a beacon of good cheer to draw from. Though you may feel little is worthy of laughter today, your choice to laugh will likely put you in a positive spirit. I thought that was kind of neat. So those days were kind of down. Okay, let's see. Well, I'd like to thank all of our first-time attendees. If there are any out there today, we really encourage you to join us so that you can fully receive the value of our membership. So see any of us, give us a call. We'll be glad to talk to you about it. Love to have you aboard. Okay, let's see. Cynthia, is she out there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay, Cynthia, if you let us know about what's coming up, the elections.
Well, we have elections coming up. We did receive 2 applications. One is, and the candidates have been vetted, so they all qualify. And it's Beth Floor has put her name forward for President-elect for this next year, and Savannah Hurst has put her name forward for treasurer. And those are our two positions that need to be voted on. The rest of the current board is going to remain the same. Melissa will still do programs, and well, we do have one slot that we don't have a position or a name for, and that is secretary. But that again is appointed position, not a voted on position. The only 2 that we need to vote on August 3rd will be President-elect and treasurer. That's
okay.
it.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Okay.
So anyway, if anyone's interested in being secretary, please send me an email or call or text. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, at this time, Melissa, would you like to do us the honors of introducing our dynamic speaker today?
I think, well, this one Beth set up. Does Beth want to introduce? I'm very sorry.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're all a team. We're all on it together.
Yes.
No
problem.
I had the honor of introducing Rosanna Garcia, our phenomenal, extraordinaire women's realtor speaker for today. And it is going to be amazing. I'm quite certain everything that comes from her is amazing. So let's just listen and enjoy.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for being on this call today, this presentation. We always appreciate your time. And thank you for those stepping up to the leadership positions within the Sacramento Network. Of course, we're always appreciative of everybody's volunteering. And don't forget that Sharon Robinson will automatically ascend to the president position. So congratulations, Sharon. And I look forward to serving with you in 2021. We are in very good hands. And in case anybody didn't know, the little secret about Sharon is she is Sabrina Brown's first cousin. A lot of people don't know that. So it's Women's Council all in the family.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. So we're happy to have you, and we look forward to, like I said, having you serve Sacramento. And again, thank you to all that serve. We really appreciate you. Thank you also to our strategic partners. That goes without saying, because without our strategic partners, we can't function. So thank you for being here too. So we're going to get into why Women's Council and building your referral network. So I am going to start sharing my screen. And you should all be able to see the slide that says Women's Council of Realtors Building Your Referral Network. So we're going to talk today about how having Women's Council and being a member of Women's Council should be in your business plan. and how it benefits you as a realtor and as an affiliate and as a partner. So, and we have some, partners on here that, can speak to it directly by being partners with us, how it's benefited their business directly. But right now we're focusing on realtors and of course our partners that belong to our networks, and how to make the most out of your membership and get that return on investment that everybody's looking for. So just in case, we're going to give you a little overview first on the membership of Women's Council. So if you are not familiar, today women represent the majority of the National Association of Realtors members. We represent about 62% of the members at NAR. Economic and social barriers for women in this industry have largely been erased, but the Women's Council of Realtors remains a dynamic and evolving organization at all levels. The Women's Council events are designed to provide cutting-edge education and networking programs to build your business leadership. It is the preeminent business leadership affiliate of NAR and the 12th largest women's professional association in the United States. We have 11,000 members in 250 networks, and our networks organize approximately 1,500 events and programs every year. Our group has the strongest local network infrastructure of any NAR affiliate, and most are closely aligned with the activities of local realtor boards. In fact, we are headquartered right inside the National Association of Realtors building in Chicago, and we are a very proud and loyal affiliate. While branded as a women's organization, we also have 10% male membership, and we had one network that had some very cute t-shirts at one of our conferences, and they said, "Are you man enough for Women's Council?" And we have many men that serve in local and state leadership roles. As our membership grows, the council strives to broaden its base and appeal to members of other industry groups. We work to develop young business leaders and to evolve with today's membership and business needs. And this performance management network that you're seeing at the bottom right, that designation is our designation for Women's Council, and that is an NAR designation, but that is created through Women's Council. So let's look at who you're dealing with here with the member of a Women's Council. And this is comparing apples to apples, and being a member of Women's Council generates business, plain and simple. So data from fall 2019, the average income of a Women's Council member is $114,000. And we're sure that it's even up more since the survey is a little bit over a year old now, and they'll have new figures. They usually come out every year in the fall with new figures. But to compare to all residential realtors, you have to look at the median income. So Women's Council members make more than $33,000 per year than a typical realtor defined by the National Association of Realtors. So $33,000 more per year. That's a lot of money. We also know the average member has 4 transactions per month, while averages are affected by those, of course, very, very high number of transactions, and those with no transactions, and those with almost 30% of our members report earning income from 2 transactions per month. So it's really important to know, and this is one thing that when we refer to our Women's Council members, you're usually dealing with very seasoned and professional realtors. So we have new, members of, we always say that when you get your license and you get into the business, the first thing to do is to join Women's Council because of this reason, that you are able to have the round table and the mastermind with seasoned realtors that are easily sharing with all of our members. So what I was also going to recommend too is everybody on the call, if you want to put in the chat, which would be really nice, what city in particular or area in Sacramento do you work? If you want to put in there to let us know. And if you're, obviously the realtor and the areas that you specialize in, and also if you're one of our partners, the areas that you specialize in for lending or for whatever else it is. If you're outside of Sacramento, it's nice to know that you're on the call and you can share that in the chat, so then we can save that chat and everybody can refer to it later. So half of our members' business stems from referrals, including from clients, friends, and other realtors, as you all well know. Word of mouth, of course, is our best referral system, right? But the Women's Council is an important source of business referrals. More than half of our members tell us that they made one or more referrals to another member in the past year, and about 1/3 of our members report receiving a referral from another council member. This referral activity means money in your pocket. On average, referral activity resulted in approximately $14,000 in paid commissions per member, a strong return on investment for your dues. We are sure that the number has grown even more this year, 2019, and of course they'll be updating the statistics again probably in the fall. They also have a very robust website that gives you a member referral center, which gives you additional benefits in terms of discounts, and we'll go over that. So they give you some good discounts. Our local association too, as you all know, Sacramento Association, we have an amazing manager at our retail center that also offers us, that gets us really nice discounts too. But through the Women's Council, we even have discounts on hotels and travel and things like that. So how can you put yourself in the middle of these transactions more? So everyone on this call knows referrals come from different sources for different reasons. The easiest thing you can do to generate referrals is to make sure your information is up to date in the member expertise profile. The council database is easy to find and easy to use for both the public and other members. Members enter their password to view more detailed information. So it's really important that you make sure your photo, your bio, your market areas, other industry affiliations, everything is up to date. We know that up to 25% of our members have outdated information posted, or they've just neglected to upload a profile or a photo. If they can't find you or can't find out much about you, they aren't likely to send you business. So it's really important that you take time, because this is part of your business plan too. When you make an investment in your membership, is to go to the website, WCR.org, and to update your profile so that you know that people can find you. And just to let you know, it's proven that you're likely to get a referral based on just having a photo. Some people don't even have a photo up, and people are skeptical on, well, they're not putting their photo up there, I don't know if I want to send that to them. So it's really important that you have your photo. And then, for instance, us in Sacramento, how many areas do we have in the Sacramento region? A ton. So it's also really important that when you go to do your profile, you include the surrounding neighborhoods, right? So you say, I work in Sacramento, because people from, let's say, Chicago will go in and say, I'm looking for someone. My friend says that they want to live in Elk Grove. I don't know where Elk Grove is. So they put in Elk Grove, or they try to look for it. And if you just put Sacramento, then you're not going to come up as a connection for them. So it's important that you do Sacramento and all the surrounding neighborhoods or the areas of cities, so that they can contact you for those specifically. Because just like when we go to refer out to different states and different cities and towns, we don't know where anything is unless you're from there, right? So I remember referring someone to Boise, Idaho, but it was outside of Boise. So I just went in and said to the members, do you know this town, and would you handle that, or who would handle that? Because I couldn't find that particular town. And then, you know, I got a referral that way. But it's much more efficient for you because many people won't do the homework, right? They're just going to go in and say, I'm looking for someone for West Sacramento or Roseville or Citrus Heights or whatever it is. And if they don't find it, they don't go out of their way to say to somebody, is this someplace that you work? So it's important to do that. So let me show you very quickly. I'm going to show you my, I'm going to stop share on this real quick, and then I'm going to go to another one so you can see where we do this. Okay. So now you should see the website here where it says Women's Council Member Finder. So when you log in to your Women's Council of Realtors, that's WCR.org, and you find you're looking for a member. So I'm going to put myself, so you can see. So it comes up like this. So here, I even have my little frame that says I invest in RPAC, has all the information there. And so the profile has been claimed. I've already claimed it. So when I click here, it's going to open up. And there we have it. So here's everything that people see. So I'm going to scroll down here so you can see. So here you see your profile is 100% complete. And then you have about, so this is where you're going to put all the information, you know, about yourself. And then your experience on the left-hand side, right? So here your expertise, education on the left, and then cities served. So these are the main cities, right? So, I mean, whatever you do, it's important to put that in there because not everybody knows surrounding cities in our area. So when they go in, they're like, oh, Elk Grove, Citrus Heights, whatever it is, there you go, you have it. And then you can put your accomplishments on the left-hand side. And for some reason, I don't know why it doesn't have my listing synced here, but you know what, there's 3 MLS added, I'm sorry, that shows it right here, up here on top. And then you can put your designations. It doesn't have all the designations because I have a couple more, but it doesn't, I tried putting them in earlier today and it didn't take it, so I'm not sure about that. But they have a lot of the designations. And then you have languages here and then your interests. So you put there, so everything's complete here so they can kind of get a general idea of who you are, you know, what you're doing. So then they can say, oh, okay, well, you know, she took time to fill it all out and it gives me an overview of who she is. Then, you know, more likely you're to get, aren't those pretty flowers? Those were at a dinner I went to. I couldn't resist it, so I had to post it in my background. But anyway, but this gives you the general, and then you also have a link to your website from here too. So there you go. Okay. I'm going to stop share this again, just so you can see, and we'll go back into the presentation. All right. So you have, you can do some extra ads too in your Women's Council, what should I say, in your profile. They let you do like some added banner advertisement if you wanted for some like extra pop on your profile. And if you're a Performance Management Network designee, they give you a discount on those banners too. But this is all exposed to the public too, so it's good for you to stand out wherever you can. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So how do you find Women's Council members? So Women's Council is WCR.org. That's the website. And you all know that members join Women's Council for different reasons. For some, it's the strong business network. For others, it's the opportunity to develop leadership skills for use in their business, community, or in the industry. And so, you know, one of the things that people always ask is why? Why Women's Council? And everybody has different reasons. My why, and I like to share my why, because when you share, you get more engagement from people. So as you all know, my mom's a Women's Council member, and she's probably the longest standing member in the country. And I tell her all the time, I say, you're the longest standing that's still alive in the country. She celebrated 50 years with Women's Council, and she served as a local president and also a state president. And in those 50 years, of course, I was brought up in the business, and I was brought up with Women's Council. And I saw the camaraderie that was developed over her lifetime and my lifetime, because we've all been, we've been in this for our whole lifetime. And I saw the personal and professional development that came out of it. And, you know, to just tell you, when she was state president, she had about $43,000 in referral income, and that was in 1981. So you know what that would translate in today's day. And when I was local network president for Sacramento, I had 12 referrals just within the region of Sacramento from my own network, because people always say, oh, well, how are you going to refer within your own network? Well, we all know in Sacramento, we don't work every single city and every single town. So you're going to have the rural areas that I might not cover, the city that you might not cover. So within your own network, you're doing networking all the time, because you have other agents that don't work in the same areas, the same, you know, part of the regions that you do. So there's opportunity even with your own network. And it's really important that you, like I said, have your profile up to date, but also that you're networking within your own circle too. So the website's right here. Now there is a member center, like I mentioned before, and the member center also has, as I mentioned before, an Office Depot discount, and it's also got travel discounts, including hotel, rental cars, things like that. So when all is said and done, when you have the opportunity to use any of these tools, I'm going to tell you, there's a huge savings. And our Sacramento Association does a really good job too with that Office Depot discount. And it's got numerous resources to help you grow your business. You'll also find in the Member Center, on average, 20 recorded webinars, each a unique topic with nationally acclaimed speakers. And you can sign up for upcoming live webinars or listen to recorded ones at your leisure. But it's all things that help you get inspired, help you build your leadership skills, and just things that are going to help you lead in the industry. Don't forget also, we have our monthly eConnect newsletter, which brings you the latest and greatest information that you need to be successful in your business and career. And of course, you can access the database of council members for referrals through WCR.org. So it's very easy to find members through that system. Now, also the Radius Referral Center, you can download that app on your phone. So you can have that app on your phone, and notifications will pop up when they have buyers or if you get a referral through the network. So that's also something good. So now when you go, I mean, we haven't been in person in how long, unfortunately, but when you get back to being in person and you get business cards, and this is even good for, you know, even now as we have listings and people are showing they're leaving their business cards, this is a good way to keep track if you don't want to keep the business cards, because you and I know we all have a Rolodex or a rubber band full of business cards that we've been collecting. But these are some ideas here for business card scanner apps, and ways that you can use the scanner and the apps to stay in touch with people too. So connections are an important part of your council membership. And don't forget, we have a really great Facebook page. We have a great Facebook page with the National Women's Council and also with California. So you want to go on there and like those pages. So then that way you get the information of programs that are happening across the country and within California, and also what California is doing for you as a local network in California. So they have one of the most dynamic and engaging social media mediums in the entire NAR family. So they always are giving business tips, having, you know, images that you can use as a local network in recruiting and retention for membership. And so it's a really good way for you to stay connected with other members across the country. So how about follow-up? You know, and this is just not only in with your members, your fellow members, but even with your clients, right? So we know about the camaraderie, the leadership, the great unparalleled network information, but what about, you know, maximizing the return on your investment on your dues? So I already talked about the Member Savings Center, and that's WCR.savingscenter.net. And then also, you got to do your own due diligence for following up, right? So that's the same thing in your business and when you're meeting people all the time. But it's really important for you to check in with your clients. It's really important for you to send them emails for follow-up. And there's nothing wrong with sending a handwritten note. I mean, that's a lost art. When people get a handwritten note, they're like, wow, I got mail. You know, and in these days where everyone's at home and we've been doing everything online and on these Zoom calls, I think a handwritten note is really a nice touch for people, you know, these days. It's really, really interesting how it's a lost art. And I said, we're going to be putting together some packages because we're coming up on our training for our president-elects for the ones that are going into being presidents in 2021. And I said, I'm going to write everybody a handwritten note telling them, you know, that I'm really excited to be on training with them next month and that I wish them great success. And everyone's like, oh my God, that's such a great idea. And I was thinking, wow, that's like so simple, but it really goes a long ways because people don't do handwritten notes anymore. So how about telling people that you're accepting referrals, right? I mean, do you ever tell your family and friends, you know, did you know that I can refer you somebody in your city or town when you decide to move or sell or buy or whatever it is? I mean, how many times do we hear people talking about, you know, within your family and friends and they don't live in the area, but they never think about you? As a matter of fact, the other night, at my book club, one of the members and women who is a friend and also a client, she said to me, would you be my realtor if I wanted to buy a ranch in Oregon? And I said, well, I wouldn't be your physical realtor in Oregon. I said, but I have realtors that are in Oregon that could help you. And specifically where and she said outside of Portland. And I said, I know somebody right offhand that's in Portland, Oregon that I know for sure can help you. And that was it. She asked, but that's rare that people ask. Most of the time you'll hear about it when they've already bought, right? So I always tell my family and friends, you know, if we, you know, if you let me refer you somebody, you can always like give them a great gift for letting you refer them to another client. Because of course you're another realtor because you're going to get a referral from that realtor. But this is some ideas. Send a personal letter or card to each Women's Council Realtors member. And I've been encouraging the president-elects to network with each other because coming into their presidency, you know, you might need to refer somebody to different areas and it's nice for you to get to know your fellow presidents. So it's really nice to be able to get to know who you're referring to. On the Facebook pages, send private messages, call and follow up with each connection immediately. And then you can send them an item of value, you know, give them a city brochure, give them something that gives explanation about Sacramento or about the city where you're specializing in, whether it be Citrus Heights, Elk Grove, you know, what are they doing? You know how the cities come up with their calendar of events. I mean, obviously now not a lot of things are happening in person, but there are still some things that they're doing social distancing. Market updates are good. People like to know what's going on in our local market. And then of course, a lot of you have a newsletter. So you can share that with your referral contacts also. Yeah, but don't be a secret agent. That's what we call it. You know, don't be a secret agent, and don't be shy to tell people. As a matter of fact, I was just walking my dog and I was passing this woman, and she was saying to whoever she was talking to on her earbud, she says, well, you know, that house, it's like way overpriced. They're asking way too much. And I stopped and I turned around and I said, what address are you talking about? She actually didn't really hear me, so she didn't answer me, but the friend that was with me was like, were you just trying to talk to her about real estate? And I said, why not? It's like she was talking about something, so I just wanted to know what she was referring to, because she's in my neighborhood, right? So yeah, I mean, whenever people find out your real estate, you know how it is. They want to talk. They want to talk shop. First thing people say, oh, I love HGTV. Do you watch this show? That's the first thing everybody says. I tell my clients all the time, don't watch HGTV. It's not like that. Let me tell you how it really is. Yeah, don't watch too much of that. So Women's Council has 11,000 members, but only an elite group of 1,000 proudly hold the Performance Management Network designation. And that's important because some of our members look to refer first to our PMN, as we refer to them, Performance Management Network designees, that you can type that in to the member referral center and it says PMN only, and usually that's the first stop. So you want to make sure you get that designation, because you're more likely to get more referrals by putting your designation in. Where most other NAR affiliates grew up around a professional designation, the Women's Council is unique. The PMN designation is not our reason for existence, but we do offer a lot of other courses for those wanting to further their education with Women's Council and obtain other designations. So you want to give referrals to get referrals, right? Because you scratch my back, I scratch yours, and that goes with your affiliates and your partners too. Very important that you refer to our partners and that you refer to the members that are part of our network. Your title reps, right, Evangelia? Your lenders, right, Jerry? I mean, Sherry Allen. I mean, everybody that supports us. You know, you want to give referrals, and of course, then in turn, you'll probably get referrals. And like I said, no more secret agent. Tell your clients, friends, family that you are their national referral resource. Don't keep it a secret, because people don't know. They don't know that you can refer business all over the country. You know, they just assume you're in Sacramento, that you have nothing to do with what they're doing. Good idea is to target 5 referrals per month, right? So you try to shoot for that. And then how do you thank the referral agent? Like when someone gives you a referral, you know, what do you do? I mean, you know, most of us send a thank you card. Most of us send like a gift. Of course, they get paid, but also, you know, give them acknowledgement online. People like to see their name and be acknowledged. And then also, like we said, request information from referral agents regarding their market, you know, because as you know, we do have Californians that leave the state. And so it's good to get to know other states, other realtors in other states, to get an idea of their market, so you can speak to it a little bit, you know, if in fact somebody approaches you to say, I'm thinking about retiring in, and then you can have the information. And then also, when you get the referral, don't forget to keep them updated, because there's nothing worse than sending out a referral and then never hearing from anybody. You know, what's going on? Like, are you taking care of my people? And to be honest with you, when we refer through Women's Council, we don't really have that issue, because like I said, most of them are at the top of their game. Most of them are professionals, and most of them keep you updated. I just recently gave a referral to Seattle, Washington, and the realtor was the past network president of Seattle, And I referred her a college friend that was an executive with Microsoft when he was there, and he sold his condo, and it was 1.2 million. And I was happy to get my $15,000 check. And she took very good care of him, and he was very, very happy with her services. So it's really important that, you know, you do your research and make sure that you're referring within our network, because they really do take good care of everybody. And then Kmer just referred me, a longtime client and friend, that she bought in Winters. And she bought a really cute house in Winters, and I took care of her there. And she's a military family. And it just so happens that the house next door belonged to a retired Navy guy too. So they got along perfect. It was just it was a match made in heaven. So that was really good. And I appreciate Kay's referrals. So it's not moving. So we just want to make sure that you know that Women's Council is reaching out to other industry groups to collaborate and strengthen ties and support mutual interests. And we just want you to know that we're always developing relationships, and we want to make sure that we're inclusive and that we're reaching out to everybody. And the more that you reach out to your fellow Women's Council members and your peers, the more you're going to see people, you're going to pop up on their radar when somebody says, I'm thinking about moving to Sacramento. Oh, and then there you are. So don't forget to reach out, because that is what's going to bring you referrals. And we just want to let you know that if you put the effort into, and just a little bit of effort by reaching out to your fellow members, like I said in some of these samples, you get one referral in 1 year, that more than pays for your membership. So when people say to you, I can't afford, or I don't want to spend the, $200 on membership, it's like I go back to the referrals that I've sent and that I've gotten, and I'm like, I mean, where can you invest $200 and end up getting, even if you just did one transaction, what are we saying, $5,000 to $10,000 minimum? I mean, it's like, it's pretty much a no-brainer. I mean, so it should be part of people's business plans. I know we get opposition all the time when the going gets tough, but don't forget, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and you figure out ways to make things work, and you figure out the way to maximize your membership. And this is it. Even if you use the Women's Council membership just for the Office Depot discount, which at Sacramento, again, we get, but other members across the state and the country, they don't have a great association like Sacramento. But even with the travel discounts, everything else, you've got your money back. You've definitely gotten your money back on what you invested for your membership. So with that being said, if there's any questions, I can take questions now.
I had a question, Rosanna.
Okay, Sharon.
So how does the radius referral work? How does that work?
So the radius referral, let me go back out here. I'll go to the, I'm going to go to this other screen. So if you go to to find, let me go back here to the member, whoops. When you go in to find a member where I showed you earlier, let's see, can I go back here? So when you go to find a member here, when I go to, let's say I would have put in here Sharon Robinson, and then I would have hit search, then you would come up, and in the radius profile, it will say send referral. And there's a button that says send referral, and that automatically emails the member that you're looking at to say, hey, Sharon wants to send you a referral. It's as simple as that. So you can download it on your phone, and you could do it on your phone, and you can obviously do it on a laptop. But
Okay,
it's just
thank
like
you.
that.
Yeah,
It's pretty simple.
okay,
Let me see if I can go. Can you see that?
yes.
The member center.
Mhm.
So this is the member center that gives you the recorded webinars, the member savings center, and the shop women's council. So that's where you find those things. Let
Mhm.
me go back to, okay. So let me put here.
I will tell you, the Radius agent is wonderful. I've been utilizing it for probably the last 5-6 weeks. It's been wonderful.
Oh, good. Okay, so here you are. There's two. So Sharon Robinson. Now see, look here. This is a perfect example, Sharon.
Okay.
You've got
I
your,
don't know how that got there.
yeah. So look here, look at your picture. Your picture is great. I mean, this is you, it's like, I can see who you are, and then there's this other person in Elk Grove, Sharon Robinson, but no photo.
Okay, that was me. I used to be with Keller Williams.
So how come that's still up there? We got to get rid
I
of that.
don't know. It wasn't there when I went there to claim my profile or anything.
Okay, so we got to make sure that gets taken out, because
Yeah.
otherwise we don't want them. So if I hit your profile,
Okay.
you see that button that popped up
Mm-hmm.
right here?
Oh, okay. Okay, so when, because I received a Radius referral, right?
Mhm.
And then I clicked on the link. They tell you, there's a referral in such and such an area and how much it was and everything.
Yeah.
And it said something about this will be sent to 3 people or something like that. I can't really remember what it said, but when I clicked on the little link, it told me I needed to go and update my profile.
So I know exactly what you're talking about, because
Okay,
I've been
yeah.
getting those lately.
Yes.
I don't know. We have a little bit of issue with Radius, to be honest with you.
Okay.
President Eileen's on the call. She can vouch for that. I mean,
Okay.
I use the system pretty regularly, and so does Kmerg, and there are some glitches still. We've been trying to get this straightened out for a bit, and we're in conversation. National is in conversation with Radius. But yes, I have been getting a lot of those notifications saying there's a buyer in your area that is ready to buy, like in a month, 3 months, whatever. And you go to see, like, to claim it, and it'll say something like you need to do something else, or it's already been claimed. But it's interesting. But look at your profile here. So in looking at your profile here, you still have to you still have to go in and do a little bit more
Yes, I do.
details.
It's on my list.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, but you do have here City Serve, Galt, Elk Grove, which is good, because, if someone's coming from out of state, a lot of people don't know Galt, right?
Yeah.
So it's good that you have, the details of the cities,
Okay.
because most people just put Sacramento because they figure, oh, Sacramento's the region. But it's important that you do that you put that. But yeah, you want to go in and make sure you fill out the details of anything else, your designations and your education, all that. But this shows you right here the referral.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Is there another question? I can't see you guys, so I can see you, just a couple of you on the right-hand side of my screen, so you can just unmute yourself and speak up. All right. So you're all good. You guys are all gonna
Thank you, Rosanna.
You're all
Thank
gonna tear
you.
it up
Yes.
on the referral circuit and
Yes.
get your profiles all updated so they can be wowed. Because when they're wowed, then they're gonna give you more referrals.
Yeah, like yours
Rosanna?
is.
I just put it on my list to do.
Jody, go ahead, Jody.
So is there somebody smart, if we can't figure out how to get the update, make the updates go? is there someone that can help us with that?
Yeah, I mean, you know what, another idea too at the local network is to, have the laptop connected to the Wi-Fi and help people set up their profiles at one of the meetings if we ever go back to business. But you should be able to be helped. I mean, the membership, and we're here to help you too. Your district vice presidents and your governors know how to work the system. If they don't, we can help them. But,
Okay,
Jody, I know you, I'll help you.
okay.
I
I'm
see-
coming
I
over
get to
right
see
now.
you. Okay. Yeah, but whatever it is, reach out and, somebody will help you.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, Rosanna. That was very interesting. I did not know about the radius referral, so that was fantastic. I'm going to get right on that one.
Good. Hey,
Anyways,
as long as you have one takeaway from every Zoom call you're on, you're doing good, right?
that's right.
the
That's
important
right.
thing. Yeah.
You're great as always. We appreciate all the
Thank you
information.
so much.
If we forget sometimes, or I certainly could speak for myself, I forget things as I go along, and so it's nice to have your memory refreshed every so often, especially at my age,
At any
So-
age.
Well, I wanted to tell everybody also that the August event, we're still should be announcing now. We're working on it. And one thing good is our golf has been confirmed. Of course, we can't do it this year, so we are scheduled for May 21st, 2021. So that's always good news too.
It's
So anyway,
May
that
20th.
concludes our program. If anybody wants to talk or have anything on their mind, please
It's
go ahead.
May. Our golf tournament is May 20th.
Oh, 20th. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, May 20th. All right. So my hearing's going too. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. And we
Don't
will-
forget to save the chat so everyone can see where they serve, what areas people serve, right? So that you shared that. I saw that you all shared that. Tanya, we're in all of California, specialized team focused on construction and renovation projects. So everybody can, if you go down to the bottom where it says file on chat and you see the 3 dots, you can save the chat. You click on those 3 dots and it says save chat, and then you guys can have all the information, everybody in there.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And our next meeting, we're going to be doing our elections, right, Liz?
Yes, it'll be August 3rd. And we'll put out a notice to remind everybody about that.
You're welcome, Jerry. Jerry wrote, thank you, very informative. I've got my to-do list.
Good.
That
was wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
see
Nice to
everybody.
see everybody.
Yes,
Yeah.
nice to see you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everyone. Stay safe.
Take care. Bye-bye.